Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Open University.
Hello students, I welcome you to the Chaitanya studio of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad. We are dealing with lecture series of BBA in the subject of secretarial practice and office procedures. Students, you must be familiar that in this subject there are 4 blocks. Each block has different kind of units. Right now we are focusing on block 4, that is the last block. In block 4 also we are focusing on unit number 2, that is report writing. In my earlier session I touched upon certain aspects of report writing. In this video lecture also I am going to deal with those aspects which were left out in earlier lecture. Report is basically a systematic presentation of facts, data collected with a specific purpose. Once the data is collected, you have to analyze the data, and after analysis you make certain observations, you make certain recommendations, and on the basis of your recommendations, on the basis of your findings, company or organization takes the decision that is possible to take. So, that is why report is to be drafted with lot of care, with lot of sincerity, because major decisions are to be taken by any organization on the basis of the information, recommendation, findings of the report. So, if report contains something problematic things, errors, data are not factual, then you can understand that would affect the outcome, the decision of the organization. So, let us see what are the objectives. There are different kind of reports that you know it very well. From that we are going to focus a very crucial, that is annual report later on. But what are the objectives of this chapter? The objectives of this chapter are the meaning and importance of a report that we completed. The forms of report, there are 2 forms, you know it very well, in a letter format or in a schematic format, in a tabular form. The guidelines for preparing reports, whenever you are drafting a report you have to follow certain parameters. The different kinds of reports, as you know, reports have different types on the basis of the function they perform: statutory reports, non-statutory reports, individual reports, committee reports, monthly report, bi-monthly report, annual reports, reports from the top to the bottom, report from the bottom to the top. There are varieties of the reports. The essentials of report writing, what are the things, what care is to be taken while drafting a report, we are going to focus today, and the specimens of different types of report. Let us start with that essentials of report writing. These are the points, they are known as essentials of report writing: clarity, complete and self-explanatory, comprehensive but compact, accuracy, suitable format, support for facts, drafting in impersonal style. Let us take one by one for understanding, for making our concepts clear. Clarity, a very important aspect of a business report or any report is clarity. What do you mean by clarity? Whatever you write must be clear from information point of view. Your content of the report must be so clear that it must produce only one possible meaning. This is possible only when you are clear about the purpose of writing the report, when you are clear about the writing style of the report, when you are clear about your role as a report writer, and when this clarity is achieved, automatically our report becomes very effective. So, that is why always try that you write report clearly, and for writing report clearly, take care that you select an appropriate word or appropriate words. Certain words have more than one connotations, more than one meaning, and when you use these kind of words, reader might try to find out different meanings from the same word. So, that is why the writer of a report must focus on selecting appropriate words, the way writer wishes to convey the message to the words, those type of words must be selected. So, clarity is very important while drafting the report. Clarity can be achieved even by using concrete words instead of abstract words. What do you mean by concrete words and what do you mean by abstract words? Concrete, that means in any situation it gives only one possible meaning. Absolute words, that means people can find out different kind of meanings also from that word. Let us say, suppose if I say that yesterday I ate some gulab jamuns, or yesterday I ate some chapatis. Now, it is very difficult for you to decide that how many chapatis, how many gulab jamuns I have eaten. It may be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, it depends on your understanding, your belief, etc. But when I write concrete word, now the word some is abstract term, because it has different type of meanings as per the concept of a receiver. But when I say 5, 5 is a concrete word, that I ate 5 gulab jamuns. Now, there is no doubt on either side, in your mind or my mind. So, it is called concrete words, and these type of concrete words make your report clear. So, clarity. Second, complete and self-explanatory. Your report should be complete, complete from data point of view, information point of view, factual information point of view, supportive documents point of view also. You know it very well that in any report we always attach different kind of annexures and appendices. So, at that time you have to take care that your report is complete from facts point of view, supportive documents point of view, and even signature must be there, because signature makes your letter a report complete. So, take care. It is self-explanatory. Self-explanatory, that means you must select that kind of language in your report that the reader should be in a position to understand each and every line. I am here to explain you, but in reader, for reader, when you are reading anything, nobody is there to explain you. So, the language of a report should be drafted, should be selected in a way that you feel that somebody is explaining you. So, report itself should be a self-explanatory. Comprehensive but compact. Comprehensive, that means it must cover all the required details. Nothing should be left out. Compactness, that means to write in a nutshell is important. If you could finish your report in 2 pages, there is no need to drag on the 3rd page even for few words or few lines or few paragraphs. But for achieving this kind of compactness, you cannot sacrifice the comprehensiveness of the report. Whatever is required in this report is to be included. Whatever things you need to provide in the support of your arguments, they must be there. And whatever issue for which you are drafting that report, you are preparing the report must be covered by you from all the perspective. You cannot leave certain things to make your report compact. So, that means your report should be comprehensive from the details point of view, from the information point of view, from all the parameters of the report should be there. But if certain things are not required, then do not include them, and by doing it you will be in a position to make your report compact as you could. You should make it. Accuracy, very important aspect. Your report should be very accurate from certain point of view. Now, when I use the word accurate, from three perspectives. Number one, from facts point of view, that means whatever data you provide must be accurate. There is no scope, or there shouldn't be any scope of having confusion about the data. Second, your report should be accurate from language point of view. That means no grammatical mistake should be there. So, it should be correct from facts point of view, it should be correct from data point of view, that means grammar point of view, and third, it should be correct from spellings point of view also. Use spell check, write correct spellings, because a one letter, if there is a change in the one letter of the word, it may create a confusion or it may convey a different kind of meaning, and that is why you have to be very accurate. Fourth, suitable format. The format of the report, as you know it very well, there are two prevailing formats. One in the style of a letter writing, another in the style of a tabular form, schematic form. Now, which format is to be used by you is largely related with, or largely depends on the content of the report, the style of the report, and the pattern of writing the report. So, you can select a tabular form if there are lot of details. You can select a letter writing format if your report is very descriptive. So, it is up to you which format is to be used, but care has to be taken by you that report must be drafted in an appropriate format. Support of facts, whatever facts you provide, you must provide supportive documents. If I say that, let us say this many people visited Dr. Ambedkar University during this function. Now, this is called data, 538 people visited Dr. Ambedkar University for this function. Now, this data requires some kind of support also. So, yes, there will be a registration list, or there will be forms received by Dr. Ambedkar University. All the people who have registered for this function would have put their signature when they are registering for this conference or for this function. So, now this is known as your supportive document for the facts. If suppose you have taken some data from Reserve Bank of India, that this is the repo rate, this is the reverse repo rate. Now, on which ground you are saying this? On which ground you are providing these facts and data? So, for that you can have supportive document, you can have the link of the Reserve Bank of India. All these things could be known as supportive documents. Drafting in impersonal style. There are two styles, personal and impersonal. What do you mean by drafting in impersonal style? Impersonal, that means do not get connected emotionally with the facts. Whatever you are supposed to write, you must write. Certain things, certain data, you may not like it, you may not be in a position to digest them, but you are left with no choice. You are supposed to write things what are there in your data. Whether data is acceptable to you or not, it is a different thing. So, when you make a selection that I will write this thing and I will not write this thing, it means you are personal in writing, but it is not to be done by you. Whatever people have opined, whatever data is available, whatever facts are available, without adding any emotions to it, whatever facts are there are to be drafted by you, are to be highlighted by you in your report. So, these are the students called essentials of report writing: clarity, complete and self-explanatory, comprehensive but compact, accuracy, suitable format, support of facts, drafting in impersonal style. This report or any report must be having a signature. I always say date and signature very important component of any written communication, particularly correspondence, maybe a letter, maybe a email, maybe a report, whatever it is. So, always be careful about date and signature. If there is no signature, the document does not remain authentic. So, and legal and authentic. Date gives the reference in future, it helps. So, date must be there, signature must be there. Reference to relevant details, whatever details you provide, whatever details related with the company, related with the employees, related with the product, related with the issue, related with the challenge that you have been facing, all these things are to be given some kind of reference, that on which ground you are saying this. Impartial approach and outlook. Your approach should be impartial. Impartial, that means I don't have to judge anything from my perspective. I have to judge anything on the basis of the data available. I have to follow the formula for the analysis. I have to make recommendations on the basis of my analysis. What are my choices and what are my not choices? They are not important. In fact, they should not be given any importance. Highest importance should be given to the data. So, you should be impartial. You have to be neutral. You have to draft on the basis of the data. And outlook. Your outlook, that means what you believe is not important, what facts are saying, that is important. Attention to technical details. If you are providing any technical details, then pay a lot of attention. Exact details should be given. If there is a comma in it, comma, full stop is there, full stop is there, 0.001 is there, 0.001 is there. So, that means whenever any kind of technical details are given, suppose if you are writing a name of a website, then be careful, this is called technical detail. Then the name of the website should be written exactly in the way you access that website. Even a one letter, one dot, one question mark, one hyphen can change the whole meaning. So, that is why whenever you are providing any technical detail, you should be very accurate and very loyal. Lucid style, your style should be lucid. Lucid, that means which can catch the attention, which can help the reader in generating interest. If interest is generated, automatically reader will read your report. So, that is why lucid style, basically it is related with language. The words that you select, the language that you select, the tone that you select, the style that you select must be so lucid, very clear, having polite tone, to the point, will bring effective result and efficient results. Reliability. Your report must share only reliable information. Reliable, that means on which one can trust. So, it is your duty whenever you provide any detail, whatever facts you provide, whatever things you write in the report must be reliable. And objectivity. Objectivity, that means thinking anything neutrally. Subjectivity, that means I evaluate situation from my point of view. And objectivity, that means I am not connecting myself with the situation, just I am drafting the things on the basis of the facts and data available. What facts say, I have to say. So, these are called essentials of report writing. Now, let us take a one very crucial report, a note on annual report or director's report. You are very familiar with the word annual report. Annual report, also called the director's report. Annual report, every company produces report every year. It has lot of importance. It covers everything, the financial statements, shareholder situation, future plans of the company, what are the profits of the company, what are the losses of the company, everything is covered in an annual report. So, that is why it is drafted with utmost care. Annual report, also called the director's report, is one statutory report. It is statutory. Statutory, that means it is mandatory for any company. If you don't do it as per the Company Act, penalty will be there, legal actions can be taken against you. So, one statutory report and is compulsory under section number 217 of the Indian Companies Act 1956. As per the Companies Act 1956, section number 217, every company is supposed to prepare its annual report. That is why it is known as a statutory report. It is sent to all members before 20 days of the AGM. What is AGM? Annual General Meeting. So, this annual report is to be sent to all the eligible members who are eligible, who are entitled to attend the AGM prior to meeting, that means 21 days prior to the meeting, before 21 days of the AGM. Normally, the annual report, which is also known as director's report, is enclosed with the notice of the annual general meeting. You know it very well that when any meeting is to be convened, any meeting is to be arranged, a notice is sent related with the time, date and place of the meeting. Same way, notice is also sent to the members about AGM, and along with this notice, this annual report is to be sent for the study, and 21 days before the annual general meeting. Annual report must be attached with the audited profit and loss account and a balance sheet. As I told you earlier, annual general report runs in so many pages, it covers so many details, but the important things which are highlighted here, that annual report must be attached with audited profit and loss account. Whatever financial statement you are giving, balance sheet you are producing for a particular financial year must be audited. You know it very well that annual general report has this kind of loss account, balance sheet, and then there is a signature of a chartered accountant, an auditor. There are two types of auditors, internal auditor and statutory auditor. Here the statutory auditor puts the signature, that makes the information written above authentic. Annual report is placed before the AGM for consideration and approval, for discussion and for thing. The purpose of the annual report is to provide authentic information. Your information should be authentic, and that is the ultimate purpose of submitting the report to the shareholders regarding the state of affairs of the company, that means happenings of the company, and the results of the year's working. Whatever results are there of the last financial year are highlighted. Annual report is duly dated. Your report should be duly dated. Date must be there, as we discussed earlier, and signed by the chairman. Signature is must. In communication, in written communication, signature is must. Always remember, the chairman on behalf of all directors. There are no signatures of all the directors, but chairman signs. So, chairman has been signing on behalf of the directors. It may also be signed by two directors, one of whom should be the managing director. It might be signed by two directors. If director's signature are there, then one should be a managing director. So, students, today we have dealt with report writing. What is a report? So, we can say report is a systematic presentation of a data in an organized way. Main purpose of report is to collect the data and get some kind of information for taking some decision for the problem that you are facing or the challenges that you are facing. This report must be drafted by following certain things. There must be lot of clarity in your report. Your report must be drafted comprehensively in a compact way. Your report should be accurate from data point of view, from language point of view. Whatever data you provide must be supporting some kind of documents. Whenever you draft any report, you must be objective in your approach. Impersonal writing is very required. Your outlook should be very neutral. Date and signature must be there in your report. Whenever you prepare a report, you are supposed to submit the report within the stipulated time. Take the signature of the authority. Submit the report to the concerned authority, and be clear that you provide concrete data, you provide data in a clear way. Your tone should be very polite. Your language should be correct and precise. These things are found in all the reports. One of the important reports is annual report, which is also known as director's report. This covers statement of loss and profit of the company. It also contains the balance sheet with the signature, which is circulated to all the members before the 21 days of annual general meeting. So, students, as and when you get the opportunity, please refer the annual report of any AGM, and you will get a clear cut idea, a practical idea of what report is in general and what annual general report in particular. Thank you, students.
स्वाध्यायः